Hi everyone, this is Valerie and this is
Roman.
And this is our new show about the fuck-ups we've done during our what?
Our work?
During our work,
our
right?
life.
And
because
life.
Work is our life.
Exactly.
So the first topic we would like to discuss is about our fuck-ups during UX testings, because right now we are doing a lot of UX testings with our customers, potential customers. So, and this is the freshest idea that we have in our mind. So let's start.
Basically, how the idea of this video came to our mind. So we were thinking about giving you pure, excellent, super top experience. Like, hey guys, we are masters of something. But just at some point of time, I decided hey, let's tell something about what we did in a very bad way so that you won't do that.
Everybody will find themselves in our topic, in our experience, and maybe we'll catch some ideas on how to not to repeat these fuck-ups. Fuck up.
I'm fucked up. If you're not fucked up, ladies and gentlemen, get ready to get fucked up. Let's do it.
Up.
I'm going to count how many times we will say the word fuck up during this video.
Yeah, and our video editor Leo will add the number of that.
Yeah, let's count it at the corner, right?
Yeah.
So the count has just started. Fuck up.
Fuck up.
Okay, have you ever been in the situation like you wake up one morning and you run out of coffee?
Of course.
You need to go to the
every
nearest...
month.
Okay.
Yeah. My wife every time fuck ups the time when we need to buy coffee, not to have a fuck up on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
To have a fresh cup of coffee.
Yeah, so you're aware of the situation. Like, okay, you pick up you pick the car keys, you just drive to the nearest shop, you enter this coffee shop. It says like coffee shop, so you're like, I'm going and purchasing some coffee. But you enter it and you see that it's selling toothpaste. So you have some mix on your mind, like you're confused, right? Okay, so you're thinking like, okay, probably I will find coffee in 1 meter.
Okay.
You go 1 meter, and then you see that they're selling
salads.
Yeah, or
1 meter from toothpaste salads. It's
that's
it's not appropriate.
Yeah, and 2 more meters you find like
bread.
Yeah.
Where is my coffee, please?
Yeah, and you just go 3 more meters. Right, and finally you see the coffee.
Yeah.
But by the time you just reached the stall with the coffee, you're totally confused.
Why?
Just because
you found the coffee.
You were going into the coffee shop. You were expecting only to find some coffee there, but you see like toothpaste, salad, and some sort of that. So definitely the owners of that shop completely fucked up their mission to sell the coffee, right? And that is actually the same that happens to our potential customers and to our leads. So like they entered our landing pages, they were expecting to see one thing, but they actually encountered completely another items. So
when they come to our landing page, we every time promise that we boost up their sales, we generate them a lot of leads, but then they go to sign up process, and there is the fuck up. They could not find themselves in the sign up stage, and they just ask themselves where I am. So
it's like the expectations do not meet the reality.
Exactly.
Like in the case with this coffee shop,
And the same thing comes when they go inside the product, and nothing welcomes them. So nothing onboarding tour, product tours or whatever.
Right.
So and then the only thing that they have to do is just to click on the live chat widget, on the live chat icon, and just ask the support team about everything. So what to start from and so on.
Yeah, indeed. It happens in case they are motivated enough. Yeah, just
exactly.
Otherwise they just drop off. So they leave the page and they forget about us completely. So we will never we have like really lowest chance to get them back. So
I want to point out that we are speaking about SAS businesses, and everything need to be self-served as much as we could do. That is why we're very confused about that situation, because so we have to do a lot of manual job that we should not do.
Yeah, just the competition is really high and no one will wait for the manual work to be done.
Exactly.
So people want to get the success at the second they're promised they will get it, right? So like, okay, I'm reading on the landing page, okay, I will get my conversion rates boosted, but I enter the admin panel and I understand that I need like 30 minutes of getting through the setup, then also collecting some more information to understand exactly where the growth points are, where the growth areas are, so to find the bottlenecks and so on. So basically the number one fuck up that we did is just promising one thing on the landing page and then offering completely other stuff in the admin panel. So that is probably the number one lesson that we took during all the interviews, all the studies that we had. So
Valerie, let's go back to our coffee use case, case study. And so let's imagine that we instead of in front of the coffee table. And what was the strongest mistake of the coffee shop owner?
So they had completely different stuff inside the shop, so that made me confused. And that made you confused in our imaginary case.
Okay. So what should the coffee shop owner do?
Yes, like if I go to a coffee shop, I want to see only coffee. So why the hell I should see completely other stuff? So probably they should get coffee at the front of the shop, right? So that everyone who enters that store can get coffee immediately. That's my idea. So that is why I've driven 10 miles to that coffee shop to get exactly that type of coffee.
And the only way to detect this problem, this issue, is just to analyze everything, every process of your job, of your business regularly. So when you do analytics regularly, you will detect that, okay, I have 10,000 people go to my coffee shop and only 1,000 people stand in front of the coffee shop table. So why do I have that situation?
Exactly. I understand that it's pretty easy for a coffee shop to introduce some iterations like putting coffee stalls closer to the entrance. Yeah, exactly. But just what about SaaS? So is it actually that easy to match the expectations with the reality?
I think that it is quite the same because this is the same idea of expectation versus reality. You also have, as coffee shop owner has its own coffee shop, it's a product. So the SaaS owners also have their own tech product. And also the entrance is their website, the landing page, and the coffee table, the coffee storage, coffee. So the table where the coffee is in the market. The same is with the product. So you should go through the landing page, through the fucking pricing page, and the final stage is the sign up and the product. So it is the same way with difficulties, because you have to have the same idea on your landing page, on the main page, on the features, and also the pricing page, and throughout the sign-up process. So I think this is the same.
Yeah, so like the customer journey shouldn't end up with a fuck up, right?
Okay, this video is about our fuck-ups. We recorded almost 20 minutes without any fuck-ups did or done by our team. So let's go.
Let's have a fuck up twist.
Yes.
Okay. So just the idea that I wanted to share with you is that probably, well, at least for me, that is 100%.
Okay.
The most important insight of 2019 before the fuck up of 2020 entered our lives. Just for me, 2019 revealed that secret of matching the expectations with the reality, and that is actually I'm talking about the usability testings, right?
Yeah.
So that actually also revealed a lot of fuck ups we did on our landing pages and in the customer journey, and especially in the pricing page. You know very well about it because right now Roman is researching our new pricing page.
Yeah.
How many fuck ups have you revealed there?
Oh, I think it was almost fuck up, the whole fuck up at the beginning, and right now over 20 people that I did the UX testing with helped me to lower, to desize this fuck up into tiny little fuck ups on the pricing page separately. But yeah, it is
right.
Not enough to get 20 or 50 people to polish your page. You need to do it regularly, as I said.
Regularly, right.
Okay, so let's go to the types, or to the main issues that we did with Valerie with the doing fuck-ups during the UX testing with our customers. So the first and the most common issue during our UX testings, the first fuck-up is when we misinterpret the UX testings results or the ideas of the people that you're testing.
Yeah, like, are you talking about the cases when you like hear something about the button, like the color of the button, but actually when you analyze this test, you say, oh, he meant not the color of the button, he meant the text and also the position and
the whole product is a fuck up.
Yeah, exactly. So don't do like this, never. So like, don't try to interpret as deep as possible.
Yeah.
So like, and that actually happens at the interview stage when you're listening to your respondent. Just make sure that you understand their thoughts, like in a crystal clear way. So don't try to, don't think like, okay, I will think about it later. No, when you think about it later, you will misinterpret everything. So try to ask as many questions as possible. So like, what do you mean?
This is UX testing. So you need to ask the questions if you do not understand the idea of the people that you test. So just re-ask. Just ask them.
Get to the point of truth.
Yeah.
That's it.
We're testing a lot of people from the industry, right?
Yeah.
So they're experts and real experts inside their product managers who already work on their pricing pages.
Yeah.
That's why I met a lot of these issues when I asked them before the testing, just, hey man, we're testing out our new pricing page. Just imitate that you're the potential customer and you're looking through the pricing page.
Okay.
We begin, and then fuck up begins.
What do you mean?
They started to advise
giving advice.
Some upgrades on the pricing page. So you have a bad headline.
Yeah.
You have bad buttons, incorrect numbers or incorrect
colors. The call to action
of the
is
button.
not clear. Put it in that way, or like, I understand what you're talking about. So it especially happens when you're talking to like really competitive people.
Yeah.
So really, they want to help you, and they are actually giving all the advice for the good, right? But the main idea of the usability testing is just to observe the experience of a person. So you just want to hear the thoughts. You want to understand what is catching their attention, what is unclear, what causes misunderstandings, right? But just when a person starts giving lots and lots of advice, really, that is an issue and you should stop it.
Right.
Otherwise, the whole usability testing is going to get into a complete fuck up, because the idea of a usability testing is to observe the experience, but not to get advice.
Yeah, the experience. So otherwise, you could use this data just as a feedback, not as a usability testing, just a feedback. And also, you should learn, or you should think on this data in a different way, not as a experience, but as just a feedback from the experts.
Yeah,
that's it.
Like, I remember my personal fuck up when I had a call with a competitive guy from Amazon. Whatever. He gave me advice on the headlines, he gave me advice on the copy, on the images. And then I came to our team lead and I was telling, and I was very inspired with everything that I heard. And I said, like, oh, let's change everything because that man told me so. But it's, no, it's incorrect.
Of course, you also need to have the number of UX testings.
Right.
So not to make any decisions on only UX testings, because it could be a very smart guy with very useful feedback, but again, experience. They could have not common experience to your key audience.
Exactly. So, how many people should you talk to?
It depends on the first iteration of your, let's say, pricing page, because it is the most familiar topic to me.
Right.
So when I got all the preparation well before we release the first version of the pricing page, we will get at minimum 10 interviews. Then we check whether there is enough insights and experience to fix and to get to the next iteration, to the next version of the pricing page.
Okay.
But again,
just in average?
In average, 10 or 15, it's
so
enough.
For one iteration?
For one iteration, right. Okay. Right. I want to add some point that I caught during my first iteration of the pricing page.
Okay.
It was about product manager who gave me a lot of advice, not experience, but advice that I detected this feedback as an advice, but it was an experience. So as a product manager, and he was a CPO of the company, of the not a small, not a startup company. So as a CPO, he looks through the pricing pages, through the solutions that they want to buy as a product manager. So they read the pricing page not as a potential customer could be, or as I expected. So he did not read the page like, okay, you have 2 plans. Okay, these are key features. He did not give me insights. It was the entire experience. So he just looks through the pricing page this way. That's it.
Cool.
Like an expert.
Okay. Was it useful?
Yeah, that was the most useful, maybe the most useful UX testing.
Okay.
And yeah, that was the UX testing when I want to go to the team lead and to show, look, we have a lot of feedback, so let's go and change the pricing page. And of course, I got a reply that it is
you need
not
to calm
enough.
down.
Yeah,
you need to collect more information.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Also, the common problem that visitor or the person that you're testing quickly goes out from the website with the words, I didn't understand anything.
Okay.
So I just go out from the website. So what to do? What is the problem?
Just the problem is in the misunderstanding. That's clear. That is actually the perfect sign that the landing page is designed in a very bad way, to put it like in a mild way, right? So like basically when a person says like, okay, I don't understand anything, and closes your website, closes the tab completely, Actually, according to the rules of the usability testing, you can say, okay, thank you for the test, because the test is actually completed. But there is part 2 when you just say, okay, thank you. Can you please tell me exactly what is not clear? And then you get the person back to the landing page, and then you just show them all the screens that you haven't asked them. Okay, can you please read the headline and tell me what is not clear about it? Share all your thoughts with me. And this is also pretty much insightful information, because you get a lot of bottlenecks that actually happen on the copy stage. And copywriting is really, really a must for SaaS businesses.
Especially for international
teams, because SaaS people tend to be very technical. Like, okay, I have a feature that is a sophisticated feature, and I will tell about it in a very sophisticated way.
So long sentences.
Long sentences, some unbelievable phrases, some metaphors sometimes. And I actually now understand, like, I had the same fuck-ups when I first devised and then designed the landing pages. Like, I was going to give some exquisite texts about the features and about the product. But when completely other person read my text, they were like,
what are you talking about?
So try to keep it simple. Just keep it as simple as possible. And for this, you need to invite a copywriter to the team, because if you do it yourself, you're going to fuck up. So that's actually for sure, because you will think about the product in a technical way. You'll think about the product in a very, very blind way. I can say so, because you don't think from the point of the customer, and that is also the fuck up we faced at one time. So are you now facing the same with the pricing page? Long sentences, unclear words.
So no, we are not facing that right now, I guess. I guess, because you did a lot of fuck up before me. So we could,
here's my experience.
So we could use your experience, and we also, that was a good lesson. Just keep it simple, and it is really clear from the short sentences, from the clear ideas, what the product is about, what the pricing is about. That is why we did it before the first iteration, and I think that we have not made that mistake because of 15 UX tests done, and nobody told me that there is a long or unclear information. So that could be the problem with the naming, but not with the formulation of the ideas.
Right.
There are a lot of grammar mistakes, but that's not the idea of the UX testing. Okay. And the last but not least word of this video show goes to Valerie.
Oh, really? Yeah, I have something to share actually. When you're running usability testing, it's highly important to pay attention to the person you're inviting to the testing, right?
Of course.
So that is also like fuck up I had again back to 2019. And when I was testing the main landing page, which is supposed which is actually designed for product managers, and I was inviting salespeople or people from customer support or from customer assistance, and they were sharing their feedback with me, and I was thinking like, wow, yeah, really? So that is something I've never thought of. But I completely forgot that the buyer persona of our product is not from sales and not from customer support, but from product management, right? So indeed, I had to listen only to the product managers and never listen to the opinion of other people. It's like selling coffee and testing your idea, your MVP, with the people who are interested in tea, okay, or cosmetics, or soap.
Soap.
Whatever.
Soap.
Yeah.
Soap. Right.
Indeed.
Okay, so the idea of Valerie's speech was not to take everybody to testing, but try to take as many people from your key audience, from your buyer persona, as Valerie said, and you will get the most insights from these UX testings.
Yeah. So it is
remember the experience.
Sure. Yeah. It is important to qualify people before actually jumping on the usability testing. Well, indeed, sometimes you're going to offer some incentives for the testing, right? So not all the people are ready to share their free time with you for free. And when you find out that the person you've been talking to is actually not a fit and you have to share the incentive with them, that is not the perfect situation, and that can actually ruin your day because you did something in a very bad way and you spend some resources on that.
Do not share the full information about that. We will have the next episode about the UX testings. Right. And
I have so many insights to share.
Yeah, let's make a conclusion of this video.
Yeah, the main idea is actually to share as much of the bad experience as we had during our UX testings, and just we've had tons of them. To be more exact, around 300 of usability testings, like in total. And
do you count the failed ones?
Indeed, but I will not tell you that number. It took us about 2 years to learn from all the fuck-ups we had. So and right now you can just watch this video, which takes just a few minutes, and you will not spend 2 years on really bad usability testings. So we are happy to share this experience with you. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, because actually, we are going to share even more insights with you.
And the next episode will be about the ways how we search people for testing.
Well, Roman, there's one more thing I'm very much afraid of. Like, it's only our team that did the fuck-ups we described in this video.
I'm not sure on that.
I want to understand that we are not the only ones who have got countless fuck-ups in our user testings. So now we want you to share your fuck-ups with us. Please share in comments what major obstacles, major challenges you had during your business journey, and let's discuss them.
Bye-bye.
See you.